Once again, all are very welcome to the chemistry path. So today our topic is the most fundamental topic in organic chemistry, which is the basic nature of amines, which is important for all your competitive exams, mains, advanced, NEET and other board exams. So what is the basic nature of amines? Why nitrogen containing compounds are basic in nature? So nitrogen and its derivatives, 1 degree amine, 2 degree and 3 degree amine. So they behave as both the Bronsted bases as well as Lewis bases. For example, so when you take the ammonia, NH3, so nitrogen may contains the non-bonding electrons. So when this ammonia may reacts with the acids, what happened? So the non-bonding electrons may donates to the H plus ion and it abstracts the H plus ion. It becomes NH4 plus ammonium ion. And in the second example, the same ammonia NH3 may be soluble in water molecule H2O. The non-bonding electrons donates to the H plus ions present in the water molecule and again it becomes NH4 plus and it may releases the OH minus. It may be the reversible reaction. So what happened in the first reaction and in the second reaction? In the first reaction, the ammonia may behave as the Lewis base. Why? Because according to the Lewis theory, the non-bonding electron, so donor is called base. So which is the basic in nature. And in the second condition, the nitrogen containing compound ammonia which behaves as a Bronsted base. Why? Because when it is soluble in water, it may releases OH minus ions. So H plus ion acceptor and OH minus ion, so releasing compound which is a basic in nature. So in the first condition which is a Lewis base and in the second condition which may be the Bronsted base. And more importantly, so when you write the Kb, equilibrium constant, which is directly proportional to the concentration of the product and inversely proportional to the reactants. Our concentration of product NH4 plus and concentration of OH minus by concentration of NH3 into concentration of H2O. Remember that guys, the Kb value which is directly proportional to NH4 plus, the Kb value which is directly proportional to the NH4 plus, the Kb which indicates the basic strength. What happened? If the Kb value increases, the basic character is also increases, which is the most important one. Our Kb value which is directly proportional to the cation, that may be present on nitrogen, which is the most important one. Hence, the nitrogen containing compounds are basic in nature. Why? Because the availability of non-bonding electrons, present on nitrogen. Point number 2, the basic character is due to the stability of the cation which is present on the nitrogen. So which is a basic in nature. So NH4 plus is nothing but which is a conjugate acid. If the conjugate acid stability increases, automatically basic character is also increases. So different factors may affect the basic character of amines. Electronic factor is there, solvation effect is there, hydrogen bonding is there. So those factors may increases or decreases the basic character of amines. So what are the factors? First factor is electronic factor. So this electronic factor is nothing but inductive effect. So when you take the ammonia and its derivatives, so NH3 ammonia and 1 degree amine. So one of the hydrogen is replaced by the alkyl group, it becomes primary amine, nothing but 1 degree amine, and 2 degree amine or NHR, 2 degree amine, and 3 degree amine or NR2. So 3 degree amine, which is a 3 degree amine. So what is the basic character in ammonia? 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amine. So what is the effect of the plus I groups and minus I groups? When I take the ammonia primary, secondary and tertiary, according to the electronic factor, tertiary amines are 3 degree amines are more basic in nature when compared with the 2 degree amines. 2 degree amines are more basic in nature when compared with 1 degree amines, which is more basic in nature when compared with ammonia. Why? Because, so already I told you, the basic character is due to the availability of the non-bonding electrons. If the electron density on the nitrogen increases, automatically the donating capacity is also increases. So when I have the 10 rupees, so I may donate 2 rupees to the others. If I have 1 lakh rupee, so may I donate 1000 rupees to the others. That means the electron density on the nitrogen may increases, automatically basic character is also increases. In the tertiary amine, our alkyl groups are plus I groups. That means electron donating groups. So this alkyl group may donate electrons to the nitrogen. So here in this case, in tertiary amines, so 3 donor atoms are bonded with the nitrogen atom. What happened? Automatically the electron density on the nitrogen increases, automatically the donating capacity of the nitrogen may also increases. But in the case of ammonia, nitrogen is bonded with the 3 hydrogen atoms. So hydrogens which may be, so they are not the minus I groups as well as the plus I groups. They are the neutral compounds, neutral elements. So that means, so they do not donate to electron pair to the nitrogen. Hence, the electron density of nitrogen may not changes. So that's why tertiary amines are more basic in nature, after that secondary, after that primary. So ammonia is a weak base when compared to the 3 degree amines. So that means if the plus I groups may increases, Kb value increases. Kb means nothing but the basic character increases. That means the number of alkyl groups may be increases on nitrogen, bonded with nitrogen. The basic character is automatically increases. If minus I groups may be increases, the Kb value decreases. So that means basic character is automatically decreases. You know that, guys. So Kb, which is inversely proportional to the pKb. Okay, so that means plus I groups increases, basic character increases. Minus I groups increases, basic character decreases. For example, when I take the minus I group containing nitrogen ammonia derivatives. For example, when I take NO2, CH2, NH2. So in the second example, so when I take CN, CH2, NH2. And next one, third example, CH3, CH2, NH2. When I take the first example, NO2 is one of the strong electron withdrawing group. So which is nothing but minus I group. Cyanide is also one of the strong electron withdrawing group. So which is also minus I group. But in the third example, in place of NO2 or cyanide, we have the alkyl group. Alkyl is a donor atom, which is nothing but plus I group. What happened? If the plus I groups increases, donating groups increases, automatically the electron density on nitrogen increases. That means Kb value is also increases. So among these three, third one is the more basic in nature. After that, 1 and 2. So those two examples may contain the minus I groups. But the electron withdrawing capacity is more in case of NO2. That means cyanide is little bit low electron withdrawing group, less electron withdrawing group. So electron withdrawing capacity increases, that means minus I increases, basic character decreases. So less electron withdrawing group is cyanide. Hence compared with the NO2 group, the second one is the more basic in nature. After that, first one is the least basic in nature. And when you take another example, so nitrogen which may be bonded with the strong electron withdrawing groups CF3. Do you know that, guys? Due to the strong electron withdrawing groups present on the nitrogen, so this may behave as acid in nature, which is not basic in nature, which is experimentally proved. So which is not basic in nature, which is an acidic in nature, because due to the strong electron groups present on the nitrogen, CF3 is one of the strong electron withdrawing group. Hence, the minus I groups increases, the Kb value decreases. That means basic character decreases. If the plus I groups increases, what happened? Kb value increases. So which is the electronic factor? And the second factor is important one, which is nothing but steric factor. So what is the steric factor? Which is nothing but bulkiness. When you take ammonia, NH3, so primary amine. In primary amine, nitrogen is bonded with one alkyl group and two hydrogen atoms, which is nothing but 1 degree amine, and 2 degree amine, that is nothing but secondary amine, RNHR. So which is bonded with the two alkyl groups, one hydrogen, which is nothing but 2 degree amine. And in case of 3 degree amine, nitrogen is bonded with the 3 alkyl groups, NR3. According to the steric factor, most important one, so ammonia is the better base when compared with the 1 degree amine. Which is better base when compared with the 2 degree amine? Which is a better base when compared with the 3 degree amine? According to the steric factor. Why ammonia is a strong base when compared with the 3 degree amine? Why? Because according to the steric factor, when you take the tertiary amines, 3 degree amines, hydrogen is a small atom when compared with the alkyl group. So alkyl is large atom when compared with the hydrogen. That's why the alkyl groups completely occupies the space on the nitrogen. There is no further space. But in case of ammonia, so the nitrogen is bonded with the 3 small hydrogen atoms. Even after presenting the 3 hydrogen atoms, there may be the lot of space present on the nitrogen to donate the pair of electrons. But in case of tertiary amines, these 3 alkyl groups may occupy the complete space on the nitrogen. There is no further space to donate the bond pair, non-bonding electrons to the others. If non-bonding electrons donates easily, which is a more basic in nature. But in this condition, even plus I groups are present. The plus I groups, 3 alkyl groups, may occupy the complete space on the nitrogen. There is no space to donate the non-bonding electrons to the others. That's why when compared with the tertiary amines, ammonia is the better base. Why? Because there is a lot of space is present on the nitrogen in ammonia to donate the non-bonding electrons. Hence ammonia is a better base. After that 1 degree, after that the 2 degree, after that 3 degree amines. Which is the second factor, influence the basic character of amines. What is the third factor? which is the most important factor again, nothing but solvation effect. Solvation effect. So third factor is nothing but solvation effect. What is the solvation? What is the solvation? When you take the ammonia molecule NH3, when it may be soluble in solvent, nothing but water, the non-bonding electrons are donates to the H plus ion, it becomes NH4 plus. In this condition, nitrogen may be bonded with the 4 hydrogen atoms. When it is present in the solvent, like water molecule, the 4 hydrogen atoms present on the nitrogen, may forms 4 hydrogen bonds with water molecule. 4 hydrogen bonds with water molecule. So partial negative charge and a partial positive charge. So that means 4 hydrogen bonds formed with the 4 hydrogen atoms with the 4 water molecules, like this, delta minus, delta plus. So delta plus, delta minus. So and 4th hydrogen bonding, like this. So delta minus, delta plus. What happened? What happened if the number of hydrogen bonds increases? If the number of hydrogen bonds increases, remember guys, the basic nature is depends upon the relative stability of the cation present on the nitrogen. Already we write in Kb. So the nitrogen, the cation which is present on nitrogen, if the stability of this cation increases, automatically basic character increases. The relative stability of cation which increased by the number of hydrogen bonds. If the number of hydrogen bonds increases, the stability of this cation automatically increases, which is a solvation effect. And more importantly, if the number of water molecules, the surrounding capacity increases, that means the hydration enthalpy also increases. So for the better one, so better to explain, when you take the Li plus and K plus, we know that lithium is a small atom when compared with the potassium. What happened? When lithium is placed in the water, due to the small size, the number of water molecules surrounding capacity may be increases when compared with the potassium. For better explanation, when you take the small stone which is placed in water, what happened? The number of water molecules may be more surrounded on small stone. When you take the large stone is placed in water. So less number of water molecules surrounded on the stone. That means if the size may be decreases, hydration enthalpy increases. So hydration enthalpy which is inversely proportional to the size. In case of the primary amine, RNH2, when it is placed in solvent, it becomes RNH3 plus. That means this may contains 3 hydrogen atoms. When it is soluble in water, it may forms 3 hydrogen bonds. When you take the secondary amine, RNHR, when it is soluble in water, it becomes RNH2 plus. That means it may forms 2 hydrogen bonds. When you take the tertiary amine, R3N, when it is placed in water, it becomes R3NH plus. That means it may forms only 1 hydrogen bond. only one hydrogen bond. So hydration enthalpy increases, basic character increases. Hydration enthalpy increases, the cation which is present on nitrogen, the stability increases. And second one, the number of hydrogen bonds increases, the number of hydrogen bonds increases, the cation stability increases. Hence, according to the solvation factor, so ammonia is the better base. After ammonia, primary amines are more basic in nature. After that, secondary. After that, tertiary amines are more basic in nature. So, remember guys, solvation is an important factor. Hydrogen bonding increases, basic character of amines increases. So, when hydrogen bonding may increases, if the number of hydrogens on nitrogen may increases, hydration enthalpy increases, the stability of the cation present on nitrogen increases. So, basic character which is directly proportional to the relative stability of nitrogen, relative stability of cation present on nitrogen. So, which is the solvation factor, even also hydrogen bonding factor. And next one guys. So what happened when amines are present in gaseous phase? What happened? In gaseous phase, there is no hydrogen bonding, there is no solvation effect. So in gaseous phase, the basic character of amines which follows, which is parallel to the electronic factor, that means according to the electronic factor, 3-degree amines are more basic in nature. After that, 2-degree amines. After that, 1-degree amine. So ammonia is the least basic in nature when it is present in gaseous phase. When it is present in gaseous phase. So when you combine all these factors, so electronic factor, and second one is the steric factor, and third one is the solvation effect. When you combine these three factors, sometimes electronic factor is the dominating factor. Sometimes solvation effect may dominate. Okay. So that is completely depends upon your alkyl group. If your alkyl group is more bulky in nature, so solvation effect, compared with solvation effect, electronic factor may dominate. For example, when you take the 1-degree, 2-degree and 3-degree amines with the different alkyl groups, so if our alkyl group may be the methyl CH3NH2 1-degree amine, and CH3NH CH3 3-degree amine, CH3N CH3 CH3, so 3-degree amine. In this condition, so methyl group is less bulky in nature. When bulkiness decreases, solvation effect may dominate. So secondary amines are more basic in nature in this condition. After secondary amine, primary amines are more basic in nature. After primary, tertiary amines are more basic in nature. If your alkyl group may be the methyl group. Why? Because due to the less bulkiness, in this condition, solvation effect may dominates the electronic factor. But our alkyl group may be the ethyl group. When you take C2H5NH2 1-degree amine, C2H5 twice NH 2-degree amine, C2H5 thrice N 3-degree amine. So 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amine. In this condition, when compared with the methyl, ethyl is a more bulky group. In this condition, electronic factor is a dominating factor. Hence, after secondary amine, tertiary amines are more basic in nature. After that, primary amines are more basic in nature. If your alkyl group may be the ethyl, if your alkyl group may be the methyl, which is a general order for the basic character of amines. So, some more factors may affect the basic character of amines. Hybridization may affect the basic character of amines. So, electronegativity is also may affect the basic character of amines. So, next one is electronegativity. What happens if the electronegativity may increases or decreases? For example, so next one is the electronegativity factor. Electronegativity factor. When you take CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. Okay. In the second example, CH3, CH2, CH double bond NH. In the third example, CH3, CH2, C triple bond N. When you observe these three compounds, so you have the same number of carbon atoms. First one is amine, second one is imine, third one is the cyanates. But remember guys, which is a saturated amine, this nitrogen which is in sp3 hybridization, but this non-bonding electrons which is present in sp2 hybrid orbital, so that means, so in the second condition this nitrogen is in sp2 hybridization. In third condition, the non-bonding electrons present in sp hybrid orbital, so which is in sp hybridization, What happened when you have the sp, sp2 and sp3 hybrid orbitals? If the percentage of s character increases, you know that the electronegativity is also increases. In case of sp, you have the 50% s character and 50% p character. That means the electronegativity increases in case of sp, after that sp2, after that sp3. What happened if electronegativity increases? For example, if I am the electronegative element, may I have the non-bonding electrons. For example, this chalk piece may be the non-bonding electrons. The non-bonding electrons are tightly bound over by the electronegative element. Halogens are more electronegative in nature. They don't give the non-bonding electrons to the others easily. That means if the electronegativity increases, the bind over capacity of the non-bonding electrons may increases. If electronegativity decreases, what happens? It can easily give up the non-bonding electrons to the others. So, in the third example, which is in sp hybridization, that means more electronegative element, the nitrogen. So hence, the non-bonding electrons availability may be decreases. Hence, first one is a more basic in nature. After that, second one is a more basic in nature. After that, third one is a more basic in nature. So which is the electronegativity effect? If electron withdrawing groups are present along with the carbon group, so may also shows the same effect. Okay, and next one is the hybridization factor. So after electronegativity, so same one is nothing but a hybridization factor. And next one is conjugation effect, which is the most important one, which differentiate the aliphatic amines and aromatic amines. Compared with the aromatic amines, aliphatic amines are more basic in nature. For example, so next factor is nothing but conjugation factor. When you take aniline, C6H5 NH2. So another hydrogen is replaced by the phenyl group, which is nothing but secondary amine. So the third hydrogen is replaced by the another phenyl ring. So 3-degree amine. Among these three, you know that in third condition, conjugation may be increases. The non-bonding electrons may be conjugation with the pi electrons present on the benzene ring. So these non-bonding electrons may form like pi electrons. So the pi bond is shifted towards next carbon. This carbon may acquire the negative charge. And again, the negative charge is formed as double bond. Okay. So the non-bonding electrons may be formed as pi bond, NH2. After losing non-bonding electrons, it may acquire the positive charge. And this pi bond shifted towards carbon, this carbon may acquire the negative charge. In the second condition, the negative charge is formed as double bond, and this double bond shifted towards carbon, this carbon may acquire the negative charge. In this condition, the non-bonding electrons are participates conjugation with the pi electrons present in the benzene ring. Already I told you, the basic character of amines completely depends upon two factors: the availability of non-bonding electrons, which donates to the others, and second one is the relative stability of the cation which is present on nitrogen. But in this condition, the non-bonding electrons does not donate to the others. Why? Because they may be participates in conjugation with the benzene ring. Hence, conjugation increases, the non-bonding electrons availability which donates to the others may be decreases. In the first condition compared with aniline, diphenylamine, conjugation is more. In third condition, that means number of phenyl rings increases. That means conjugation may increases. So conjugation increases. What happened? Kb value decreases. That means basic character decreases. Hence, aniline is a more basic in nature when compared with the remaining two. So aniline is a more basic in nature. 1, 2, 3. So first one is more basic in nature. After that, second one. Why? Because conjugation is less in second condition. So which is a more basic in nature? So when compared with 3. Okay guys. And aliphatic amine. That's why aliphatic amines are more basic in nature when compared with the aromatic amines. That means unsaturation increases. Automatically what happened? Basic character may be decreases. So when you take CH3, CH double bond, CH single bond, and H2. So in the second example, when you take CH3, CH2, CH2, and H2. And in case of third example, so when you take aniline molecule. So among these three, nitrogen may have the non-bonding electrons. But in first condition, which is aliphatic in nature, first one is aliphatic in nature. And more importantly, the non-bonding electrons may be participates in conjugation with the pi electrons. That means conjugation is present in first condition, but which is aliphatic in nature. But in case of second one, which is a purely aliphatic in nature, and more importantly, which is the free base, okay guys. So that means there is no conjugation. In third condition, so the non-bonding electrons may participate conjugation with the pi electrons present in benzene ring. Hence, Compared with the aromatic amines, aliphatic amines are more basic. Compared with the third one, so first and second one are more basic in nature. Among the first one and second one is a more basic in nature. Why? Because there is no conjugation. After second one, so first one is more basic in nature. After that, so third one is a least basic in nature. Least basic in nature. Okay, guys. And next one is next example. So when you take pyridine and second one is so among these three, which is the better base? When you take the first one, which is the aromatic in nature, aromatic amines are less basic in nature when compared with the aliphatic. So compared with the first one, second one and third one is a more basic in nature. And next one is, so second and third one. In third one, so there may be the electronegative element, there may be the minus I group is present in third one. Hence, so which is a free base, second one is a free base. There is no minus I group, there is no conjugation. So second one is a more basic in nature. Among the first one and third one is a more basic in nature. Why? Because the aliphatic amines are more basic in nature when compared with the aromatic amines. And next one is comparison between the amides and amines. Which is a better base? The comparison between the amides and amines, which is a better base? When you take CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2, which is nothing but amine. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, NH2, which is nothing but amide. So in both conditions you have the same number of carbon atoms. But amides are less basic in nature when compared with the amines. Why? Because, so you can explain with the two effects. One is a conjugation effect. The non-bonding electrons may be participates in conjugation with the C double bond O. That is the first one. And second one is, so carbonyl compounds are electron withdrawing groups. Minus I group is present along with the amines. It may withdraw the pair of electrons from the nitrogen. It may withdraw the non-bonding electrons from nitrogen. But in first one is a free base, and more importantly, which are plus I groups, they may donate the electrons to the nitrogen. Automatically density on nitrogen may increases. Hence, amines are more basic in nature when compared with the amides. And another important point is the comparison between the amines and the silanes. What is the basic character? So which one is the better one? So either amines or silanes. So which one is the better one? When I take this example, best example, NCH3, which is nothing but a tertiary amine. So this nitrogen may contain the non-bonding electrons. When I take the silanes, nitrogen is bonded with SiCH3. So 3 SiCH3 groups. So among these two, which one is the better base? So excellent point, guys. So both are tertiary in nature. But in case of first one, carbon do not contains any empty orbitals. But in case of silicon may have the empty orbitals. In the first condition, so these non-bonding electrons freely available to donate to the others. But in case of second condition, the non-bonding electrons may be donates to the empty orbital of the silicon, which is a non-bonding empty orbital conjugation. Due to this, the non-bonding electrons availability which is not possible in case of silanes. Hence, Amines are more basic in nature when compared with the silanes. Okay, and next final one is most important one, which is the previous advanced JEE bit. What happened when you take this one? R C double bond NH NH2 NH2 C double bond NH NH2. First one, second one. Third one. So among these three, so which is the better base? Which is the better base? So second one is the guanidine, which is a strong base in our organic chemistry. So which is a strong nitrogen base. Why? Because already I told you. So this is an excellent point. The non-bonding electrons maybe participates in conjugation, and double bond shifted towards nitrogen. So this nitrogen may loses the pair of electrons. Hence, this nitrogen may acquires the positive charge C, and this nitrogen may acquires the negative charge. So double bond is formed between nitrogen and carbon and NH2. Three resonating structures are possible with the three nitrogen atoms. What happened? If the number of resonating structures increases, the basic character decreases, but which is a strong base in organic chemistry, guanidine. Why? Because you will just see the relative stability of the cation present on nitrogen, which is a more important factor. How can you see the relative stability? So when which is upon protonation, the negatively charged electrons donates to the H plus ion, it becomes to the NH2. So NH2 plus double bond C NH2 single bond NH2. That means the relative stability of the cation, which is stabilized by the three resonating structures. The non-bonding electrons present on this nitrogen may form it as a double bond. So this double bond shifted towards nitrogen. So this nitrogen becomes neutral. And second one is the non-bonding electrons present on this nitrogen may form it as a double bond shifted towards nitrogen. So automatically this nitrogen becomes neutral. So the formed positively charged cation which is present on nitrogen stabilized by the three resonating structures. In general condition, resonance increases, automatically basic character may decreases. But in this condition, which is a relative stability of cation which is present on nitrogen, which is a more important one. Already I told you in Kb is which is directly proportional to NH4 plus. So conjugate acid is the stability of conjugate acid is increases, automatically basic character may also increases, which is a more important one. That's way after attaining the H plus ion, after protonation, the formed cation which is stabilized by the three resonating structures, hence which is a strong basic in nature. In first condition, the positive charge is only present on nitrogens in resonating structures. That means the positive charge which is not equally distributed. But in this condition, the positive charge is equally distributed on three nitrogen atoms in three resonating structures, which is a equivalent three structures. In this condition, positive charge is equally distributed on only two nitrogen atoms. Hence, so which is a more basic in nature. After that, second one is more basic in nature. In this condition, the non-bonding electrons are not available because they may be participates in conjugation. Hence, second one is a more basic in nature. After that, first one is a more basic in nature. After that, so third one is a more basic in nature. Remember guys, these are not an aromatic compounds. Okay, so these are examples, so which is important for basic character of amines, all in your all competitive exams. Okay guys.